Welcome back to News One Now on TV One. David Frum, you want to make a comment after Howard made his point, and I understand. I get when you said why you tweeted what you did and what you were trying to decode. The issue for me is that in the moment of this greatness, introducing something else that had nothing to do with it, that's why I say, okay, I need to understand what you're talking about, and I am expanding this because I'm looking at literally the hate that she is getting because of how she looks, and she's an absolutely gorgeous, fine woman.
Yes. Well, Howard said something that was really interesting. It really made me think. You know, it's true. As a society, we're not very serious about steroids. We're serious about if you're caught, then the house falls on you. But we don't really want to know. And that is true across a wide range of sports, and it's true for men and women. And we expect athletes to do things that the human body can't on its own, no matter how highly trained do. Take injuries in a way that the human body can't do. And we play sports that expose people to injuries that the human body can't take, except for a short time if it's sustained by these artificial enhancements. Steroids are important, and you know there have been periodic attempts to rouse the nation's consciousness about them, but and the world's, but mostly we look the other way.
Well, I would think, Zena, that the reporter wanted to focus on steroids, they would have. I don't get the sense that's what the story was about.
Yeah, well, I think first of all, I think I'm the only professional tennis player that played on this.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
But I just want to say,
my 3.5 doesn't count.
You guys have no idea how hard it is to do what she's doing right now mentally.
Yes.
Forget about the physical, mentally. I mean, this girl played the Australian Open. I was actually there. I knew she was a little sick. She won the U.S. Open. And then we watched the French Open. Everyone in the world could see that she was sick. Mentally, still pulled it out. She's down against Heather Watson. Looks like she's not going to come back in the Wimbledon. Comes back, wins that match, and then wins Wimbledon. Now she has a chance to win a Grand Slam. Who's Steffi Graf, who we have not talked about on this conversation, that I played with. What even then people were saying she was possibly on steroids. So every time a top tennis player is at the max of doing something they're supposed to, that has a chance to do or break history, they have to be cheating. Like, we got to get away from that and realize what's going on. We have the opportunity for kids to actually see history, these young kids being made if she wins the championship in New York. But instead, we're on this conversation and talking about the way she looks and possible steroids.
But Zena, what angers me, though, is the fact that with all of the greatness you just talked about, that a woman who she's beaten 17 out of the last 21 times makes twice as much money as she does when it comes to endorsements, when in any other sport, Michael Jordan made more money than any other basketball player because he was the best. All right? LeBron right now is #1. Same thing if you're in baseball, same thing if you're in football, but somehow in tennis, oh no, well, she don't really fit the standard of beauty, and that's crazy. There's no reason in the world, and there's something else at play when Madison Avenue says, Serena, I know you're the best, but we're going to pay this woman over here because her look is different. That is about looks. That is not about skill set.
And let's not forget, Serena speaks a couple of different languages. She's very diverse, you know, from any way you look at it. She has a ton of businesses. Serena is worried about history, not the fact of the way that people think that she looked. I think, let's go back to what happened in Indian Wells. She went back after years in calling we're not going to say the word, but I've been there. I understand it. For her to forgive, that's why I believe she's at the moment that she's at right now, because she's been able to forgive all the negative criticism that people put on her to do something that I feel that God has given her the opportunity to be the best female athlete we've ever seen in this day and time.
Folks, I'm absolutely out of time. David Frum, Zena Garrison, Howard Bryant, Cleo Monaga, Monique Presley, Ray Baker. So appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Back on News One Now on TV One in the moment.